Donna Summer. She Works Hard for the Money, another fantastic song. You hear it all the time. I mean, you can hear it, and the instrumentation, the arrangement, it's just terrific. It
Yeah.
gets you moving. It makes you feel good. That was for the album in '86. You co-wrote Closest Thing to Perfect, the title track for the John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis film,
Yeah.
Perfect. Tell us first about She Works Hard for the Money. I mean, that is such a
Well,
classic.
she works hard for the money. It was written by Donna and Michael Amardian. Michael produced it, so all that grooviness in the track is all Michael. Uh, you know, the story's been told many times about how Donna, went into the ladies' room at Chasen's, and there was this woman, a bathroom attendant asleep in the corner, and Donna looked at her and said, "Wow, she works hard for the money," and got that idea in her head and went in the studio, with Michael and said, "I got this title," and they started working on it and came up with it, and it's a great one.
Almost like
It's
an
a
anthem too.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say it's an anthem for the women's movement, and just like Donna, she had a way of just reaching into the moment and being so aligned with she was such a powerful woman and such a graceful person at the same time, so it's only fitting that she would write that song, so yeah, and it was good album. I think I wrote a song on there called "Love Has a Mind of Its Own," which was a duet, and this was a funny story in that uh, you know records being made. Uh, Donna's going in to sing the song. It was my job to write the lyric, and right about the time that she had to sing the song, we had a fight. You know, whatever a husband and wife at that point we were would fight about. And so it kind of worked perfectly because it gave me. It gave me the story to write the song about, and it gave Donna the point of view and the heart to be able to sing that song. So, there was that, and then there's another song called Tokyo that I co-wrote
Mhm.
on that record, which is kind of a cool one. I like that one a lot. And the fourth one I'm drawing a blank on, but oh yeah, it's called Woman.
Mhm.
Woman. And yeah, so yeah, closest thing to perfect. I'll tell you that story. That's a good one actually.
They're
So
all great, Bruce. We're loving it.
here
By the
we
time
are.
we're done with our conversation, you will be a legend.
Oh boy,
You were
but
born a legend. You were born in Brooklyn.
that's it.
Yep.
So closest thing to perfect, Michael Martin calls me up and he goes like, "Oh, I think we're gonna get to be able to write this song for this movie, and it's John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis, and they're both at the top of their career, and it's like the hype on this movie's on the moon, and we're like, wow, okay, this is gonna be big, so we write this song, Michael Germain and I think, and closest thing to perfect. It's rocking, do the video, it's a really funny video when you look at it now. It's so period, I think it's Jamie Lee in a gym working out, John Travolta and Jermaine's in the gym somehow. I don't know, but anyway, song gets done. It's the title track of the movie. Movie comes out, biggest hype in the world, biggest flop in the world. The movie just went like boom. It was a bomb, and it was like, talk about perfect. We were like, that's perfect, so,
Or as Jackie
but
Gleason would say, a bomb.
yeah, that's how it be sometimes. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it was a fun moment, fun to look back on.
Yeah, so many of them too. I tell you, it's really extraordinary. I know when you're talking about it, sometimes like this is I'm Ralph Edwards and this is your life or something, but really, it's work that has reached into the hearts, minds, and souls of so many people. You and of course the incomparable Donna Summer, your lovely wife and collaborator and love of your life. I remember there's certain people in our lives when they're not with us, when you hear an announcement that somebody has passed on, there are people you think, you feel are always going to be with us. And I do remember the day when it came on the news, working in television and radio, the news came right into us when I heard that she had passed. And it was like there was a heartbeat skip. She was such a light, such a beautiful soul, and there was a poise and an elegance to her. She was, one of the big iconic figures in music, and so many people loving her, the fans, people in the industry, your daughters. Um, Tell us a little
Preach it,
something.
brother. Preach.
That's what it is, right?
That's
Um,
it.
Tell us what it was about Donna Summer you think that sort of captured all of us to where, when we heard that she passed, it was everything, the world stopped. We'd never thought that would happen. We thought she'd be with us forever. And just what it is about her that draws people continually to her as she did to you.
Well, she was an extraordinary person on many levels. She was a great talent. Obviously, her vocal ability, the tone of her voice, the control of her voice, her ability to absolutely own whatever genre she was in. Uh, you know, th- there are great singers in every genre, but Donna had the ability to be a great singer in any genre. So, she won a Grammy for rock and roll with Hot Stuff. She was a great rock and roll singer. I mean, you know, she was a great R&B singer. So if she sang an R&B song, it was as soulful as it could be. She had that high, beautiful falsetto voice that was just, it was angelic. There were opera singers who would come to Donna and say, she would fake singing opera and they would just be drooling. I mean, she just had a great gift as a singer. But put that aside, it's who she was as a person. It was her heart, it was her love, it was her empathy, it was her generosity, it was her sense of humor, it was her compassion for people. Though all of those gifts overrided her ability as a singer and a songwriter. And it's obvious how great a singer and a songwriter she was. So you can imagine when all these other elements about her, in my opinion, outweighed that, how amazing of a person she was. And it was that energy that drew people from every walk of life to embrace her and to feel connected to her. Uh, so, yeah, that's why your heart skipped a beat when you heard that news. So.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Beautifully said from the heart and soul, from the man who loved her most. And you have two beautiful daughters too, don't you?
I have three beautiful daughters.
Three.
I have Mimi. Mimi wasn't isn't my biological daughter, but she grew up in a household where we were three daughters.
Beautiful.
So yeah, Mimi, Brooklyn, and Amanda. I'm at Brooklyn's house recording this right now. Brooklyn is an actress. She's been on many TV shows, CSI, whatever, many over the last
She
15
was in the
years.
2023 documentary film Love to Love You, Donna Summer, right?
She co-directed that. Yeah, she
Yeah.
co-directed it. So that was her first directing debut, and she did an amazing job on the documentary. It's so
Yeah.
heartfelt and
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
so much more than just a Wikipedia exercise, which so many documentaries are. So really
Yeah.
proud of her on that. My daughter Amanda is in a band in a group with her husband. They're called Johnny Swim. Their album just came out last week. Their latest album. It's called "When the War Is Over." They were just on Jimmy Kimmel last week. Their new single is out. It's called I can't think of the title of the song, which is crazy because it's such a cool song. Anyway, the album's called "When the War Is Over." It's a great record. Go check out the new Johnny Swim album.
Wow, Daddy here.
Dopamine. Dopamine. That's the
Dopamine.
name of this.
Yes.
That's the name of the single.
You got to feel
So,
really proud, huh? Of all of this.
well, yeah, proud, but I'm grateful. I think that I'm grateful. It's the grace of God. I've done my best, you know, but I'm grateful. So yes, proud, but
Yeah.
more. I think grateful is more the word.
Blessed and
You know,
grateful and
yeah,
thankful.